Interesting fact, in 2019 Bali had 6.2 million tourists. In 2021 they had 45. Do with that information what you will. So my name is Leroy Lawrence. I'm the founder of PIGEE, the Homing Pigeon. Someone outside said PIGEE, the Homing Pigeon. I've never seen pigs fly personally, but you never know. Very brief on me. I'm a retired stockbroker now. Then I went into investment banking. I've been running Quadrant Capital for a long time, which is a hedge fund advisor. And I've become an investor into lots of startups here, the US and in Africa. Also, if you have a phone, I'm sure you do, there'll be lots of QR codes happening, so please have your phone to hand. So PIGEE sends a vacation shopping home. That's what it does. It's a problem that I've had. I'm not sure if you've had the same thing. It began in Zanzibar. I was on a work trip. We decided to go to Zanzibar for the weekend. We ended up being stuck because we were there during the COVID pandemic, and they had run out of COVID tests, so we were unable to leave the country. And what's worse than being stuck in Zanzibar for a week? It was terrible. And so I enjoyed myself with my colleagues shopping, going through street markets, having a wonderful time. Everyone at home could see on Instagram that I was buying these wonderful artworks and clothing and that sort of thing. And they were messaging me saying, please, can you bring that for me and bring this for me? But I only had a weekend bag. It was only this big, and so therefore I couldn't take these things home. And then I found myself stressed out trying to take some of these things home, and I just took home some paintings, which I ended up ruining. When they got home, they were just ruined. So in fact, just to highlight the problem here, we have limited tourist spending because I couldn't buy all the things I wanted to buy on my holiday. The sellers make a few recurring sales. How often do you see the same seller again when you go on holiday? You see them once in a lifetime. And it was inconvenient because the option is I could have gone down to the local FedEx shipping company and found out how much it would have been to buy these items, which I would have already had to buy. And then I may have decided that actually your shipping costs are too expensive and therefore I don't want to do that anymore. So we had to validate this problem. Was it just a Leroy problem, or were other people having the same problem as well? So to do that, we hired some very clever people, a London School of Economics PhD student and an MBA graduate, and we invested a lot of time and effort and money in seeing if we could validate that. And the answer was yes. It wasn't just a Leroy problem, it was a pretty common problem that no one's ever taken on before. And most importantly, is there money to be made in solving this problem? And again, yes, we decided there was money to be made, and it was about $49 billion is to be made in the addressable market. As you can see here, we've highlighted a few countries, and we're focusing right now on Mexico, Thailand, and Indonesia because we made a matrix that told us that these would be great countries to start in. However, with every startup, you should always have not just a technological niche, but a geographical niche as well. So the app has just been released in the last few days, and now we're going to go on our journey to discover our product market fit. So we're going to let the market decide which market is the best area for us, and then we'll focus just solely on that particular location. And so the solution is an app that we've designed that now allows you to buy as much as you like wherever you are in the world, and also it allows you to do recurring sales. So even if you go home, you're able to continue making more sales from those same sellers. It's effectively connecting a small street market, a shop seller, to the e-commerce global market, and we connect using QR codes. So the seller, once they take a picture of an item, they can then show you, the customer, their QR code. You scan the QR code, you then link instantly to their shop. You can see everything they have in that shop. Perhaps they have a few more things, they can just, within 10 seconds, add some more things to their list. And as if you were on Amazon, you can just add to your cart the items in that shop. It then tells exactly how much the cost is for the items and the shipping. You click payment with your own PayPal or Apple Pay, whatever you want to use, and then it's just collected within the same day or next day by FedEx, and it's sent home. You can go back to the beach and enjoy yourself. And so with every startup, what's really important is, does it make you money, does it save you money, does it save you time? This does all of those things. It increases shop revenue, it saves time for tourists, and it makes life easier, solving a problem that's never been solved before. Revenue model, so it's a marketplace effectively. It's a travel companion app, but it's also a marketplace. So we generate revenue by commissions from the transactions. Currently we have a manual system in our back end where we set our commissions, but as we gain more data, it will be AI and machine learning based optimized pricing, and also we'll have additional revenue streams going forward. And this is our forecast. We base these figures on once we get to doing 1,000 transactions and we see 30% growth a month the first and second year, and it reduces after that period. We will hopefully in that first year generate just under $1 million in revenue, and by year 5, $1.4 billion in revenue. So going back to my point earlier on, I said that Bali has gone down from 6.2 million visitors in 2019 to 45 visitors last year due to COVID. So that was also a motivator of something to solve. Lots of people who rely solely on tourism for their businesses were just thrown into poverty for the last few years. They're unable to make any money with no idea of how to resolve that problem. It was a really tough time for everyone, especially for those who only relied on tourism income. So what the PIGEE app does is it creates access, first of all, to not just global people, but people who are normally used to dealing with you, tourists. And it gives control back to those people who are most affected. So if, and hopefully this never happens, we have another situation again where tourism is effectively killed as an industry, where those sellers can still sell to people who would be visiting them, and this wouldn't have been such a massive financial issue for those in that company. Earlier on I said if you have a mobile phone, please take your phone out. This is that time. This QR code, please scan this QR code if you'd like to find out more about our funding round for PIGEE. I'll just leave it there. I won't even go to the next slide, we'll just leave it there. But yeah, please scan that QR code, and thank you very much for your time. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Leroy. David.
PIGEE. PIGEE.